Hey everybody, welcome back to Comic Pro. And there's something that did deeply disturb me during the Couth epidemic and everything, and that was the shutting down of schools. Now, it's we have much newer information, and I have to be super careful because this is YouTube, and YouTube's policies on what you're allowed to talk about are ever changing. But does seem to be acknowledgement that the shutting down of schools has had a very, very terrible impact on children. Now, this was something that people did try to warn us about. And, well, I don't know how to say this. It was completely ignored. People were banned on social media for mentioning it. They were brigaded against, harassed, because you clearly wanted kids to die by thinking that we should keep the schools open, or at least that was the general rhetoric. Now this is Randi Weingarten, who's a teachers union person, saying that what we have seen in public education is that technology can't replace teachers. Remote education didn't work, in part because you have to have relationships. You have to build trust. So now it's 2023. It's a brand new year, and people are pretending that they were always against schools being shut down, and they wanted to stay open. They were forced to close. Well, then you have Corey DeAngelis, who's one of the school choice people. And again, if you don't know what school choice is, I suggest you actually look into it, because I personally feel school choice makes a ton of sense as somebody that went to a not so good high school or middle school or elementary school. Yeah, so let's talk about it. So he goes, "You fought to keep schools closed. Then you declined to join me on the Dr. Phil show to talk about how you hurt kids by fighting to keep schools closed. Why?" And his closing replies like she closed schools. So Randy goes, "This is a lie and you know it. We put out reopening plans. I went on TV and did op-eds talking about how to reopen, and we worked with many to make it happen. What we asked for was to open safely to protect educators and students from the virus, disagree on policy, but stop with the lies." Yeah, so he goes, "Parents know the truth and they'll never forget. Teachers Union wants parents to forget what happened during COVID. Don't let them." So that's from USA Today. And that's from August 30th, right? "There's a reason why 1.5 million students left their public school in 2020 to 2021 school year. Parents weren't happy with extended closures and the uncertainty that came with it." Well, look, I will say this. I think that the teachers union really screwed up, because by having all these school classes on the computer, parents for the very first time actually saw what their kids were learning, and it cued them on to a lot of stuff. So yeah, probably a bad idea, and why the teachers union is now saying that they should bring all the students back and they shouldn't ever do closures. And then over here, this is Carla Hernandez. Carla Hernandez is the president of the United Teachers of Dade County, which is like the largest teachers union in Florida, to my understanding. "In Florida, we gave parents the option of bringing..." I hate this stuff. Just be honest. Just say that you got it wrong. Okay? That's all you have to do. That's literally all you have to do. Just say, "Wait, we fucked up. We screwed up. We called for the wrong thing." But no, they're pretending that they were completely on board with what parents wanted the entire time. Yeah. It's kind of hard when you put out tweets like this, right? "Going trick-or-treating, going to a school board meeting. Anti-vaxxers, disinfo, misinfo." Yeah. This woman seems like she really cared about what parents were saying, right? Comparing them to horror movie villains. Or this. I gotta say, I really appreciate this Corey person, because he's just spamming this bitch, and she really deserves it, because it's just highlighting what the teachers unions were doing in the state, right? Driving around a hearse with DeSantis's photo on it. Okay. Lives are going to be lost. Dade Broward Teachers Union demands safety precautions. Or about this. Teachers Union sue Florida governor to block reopening of schools. They did not care. They didn't care in 2020. And now that it's 2023, now that there's new information that was previously censored, they're trying to pretend like they didn't completely fuck up. I take accountability, right? It's okay to be wrong, but instead what we have is this rewriting of history. And not like history from like 100 years ago, history from like 2 years ago. We all remember what happened. We all remember what the teachers unions were doing. Okay? Like it's not just us. I think everybody remembers the stance from the teachers unions, which was fuck the students. Quite literally, in fact, because I got another video talking about this disturbing investigation into the sexual assault of many students on campus by their teachers. So we'll get into that in the next video. But guys, maybe not the next video today. I might save that for Wednesday. But anyways, you guys let me know what you think in the comment section below, because yeah, this whole thing really, really does piss me off.